I never meant to turn my vacations into investigations. It started harmlessly, scrolling through a list of the world's most haunted hotels on a sleepless night. Each photo looked normal enough. Chandeliers, velvet carpets, polished mirrors. But the comment sections were full of stories, people swearing they saw faces in the reflections or woke to someone breathing beside them. I laughed, at first. Then I booked a ticket. Maybe I wanted proof. Maybe I just wanted to feel something that wasn't routine. My first stop was the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. Everyone knows the stories, crime, tragedy, the elevator video that still circulates online. The clerk handed me a room key like it weighed 1,000 pounds. The hallway reeked of bleach and dust, a chemical attempt to scrub away decades of bad memories. I kept telling myself that this place wasn't cursed, just unlucky. But when I set my phone on the nightstand, the screen flickered to black and reflected a second shadow standing next to mine. Vermetta turned fast. Nothing there. I tried to film it, but the camera wouldn't focus. That's when I heard water running through the pipes overhead, steady and thick, like someone filling a tank. I left the light on that night and listened to the ceiling breathe. A week later, I crossed the Atlantic to Ballygally Castle Hotel in Northern Ireland. They give out brochures about the resident ghost, Lady Isabella, like she's part of the staff. My room faced the sea, gray and endless. The castle stone held the cold even when the fire burned bright. Around midnight, I heard knocking soft, deliberate, from the other side of the wooden door. I opened it, half amused, expecting a prank or a staff check. The corridor was empty, but the smell of old perfume hung in the air. On my phone's recorder, the knock came through again, followed by a whisper in a tone I can only describe as motherly, asking, "Where is my child?" I replayed it until dawn, convinced the voice might change if I listened long enough. It never did. Curiosity had turned into obsession. Next was the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, the one that gave Stephen King nightmares. The lobby felt perfectly ordinary, which almost disappointed me. I checked into room 217, the so-called spirited suite. 4 hours, nothing happened. Then the typewriter on the desk a prop for tourists began to move. The keys pressed down in pairs, slow and rhythmic, like someone warming up to write. I thought it was vibration, or wind, until one word formed. Run. The window slammed open, though the night was still. I bolted to it and saw my reflection, and the glass except the reflection smiled. While it didn't. I shut the curtains and slept in the bathroom with the light on, humming to drown out the soft click-click-click from the desk. By the time I reached Hotel Monte Vista in Arizona, exhaustion had replaced fear. I told myself ghosts were only as strong as your imagination. The room was small, warm, harmless. But at 3:12 a.m., the radio turned on by itself, playing a jazz song from the 1930s. The air smelled of cigar smoke. Someone laughed a full-bodied, cheerful laugh right beside my ear. I turned on the lamp and saw the indentation on the mattress dip, like someone sitting down. The laughter stopped, but the dent stayed. I left before sunrise, forgetting my luggage. The manager called the next day to say they couldn't find it anywhere. Ebentugi D only brought one bag. The final leg of my tour took me to the Langham Hotel in London. Elegant, historic, expensive. You'd never suspect the corridors to echo with anything but footsteps of wealthy guests. Primera estalled in room 3 Seth. The first night, the light fixture above the bed swayed, though there was no draft. Around those a.m., the mirror clouded with condensation, and a pinkish glow bled through the glass, forming the outline of a man in a soldier's coat. His face was hollow where eyes should be. I tried to move, but my body wouldn't respond. The figure lifted its hand, pointing directly at me. My throat locked. Then he vanished, leaving the room colder than ice. I packed in silence and checked out before dawn. The receptionist didn't look surprised. Sehus sighed. Another early departure, like she'd said it 100 times before. I thought going home would end it, but hotels follow you. You dream about them, the repeating hallways, the doors that lead back to the same room no matter how far you walk. Last night I woke in my apartment to the smell of hotel soap and fresh sheets. Though I live alone, my phone screen was open to a new booking confirmation. Langham Hotel, room 333. Check-in tonight. I never made that reservation. I tried to delete it, but the button wouldn't work. The status just changed from pending to confirmed. Maybe that's how it spreads. You think you're reading a story or watching a video, but that's the check-in form. Once you know their names, they know yours. Every hotel, every room, another doorway waiting for the next guest who doesn't believe in ghosts. I can hear the elevator chime right now. I live on the ground floor. If you still want to explore the world's most haunted hotels, make sure you never look in the mirror when the lights go out. And if your phone suddenly vibrates with a new booking, don't answer it. Some rooms don't let you leave. If you think you can handle what waits behind the next door, click for the next nightmare. It's already checked you in.